Oof. Haven't done a video from the crib in a while. What's up, y'all? Back at it with another video. And in today's video, you guys see the title. And I'm going to be touching on why you guys should not purchase a condo in Florida in 2024. So, I'm not really sure if a lot of you guys understand the way the housing economy has kind of slowed down all over the country, which that is not really tied to why the condo sales have slowed down and why there's currently a condo crisis in Florida. And what I mean by that is currently Florida Florida and the whole Florida area, it's common for people to come out here and retire and pay less in taxes, get a lot of incentives when they do move here. Well, a lot of people who have over the years who have invested in condos and those things, they didn't really consider the fact that Florida is a common place to where flooding happens a lot, to where you have to, a lot of times when you're getting a mortgage of any sort, whether it's FHA, conventional, they require you to have flood insurance, especially if it's a condo. Usually condos happen to be around the beach or on the beach, and they require you to have insurance, flood insurance specifically. Well, if you already have homeowners insurance that you're paying on, a mortgage that you're paying on, flood insurance is going to be an extra payment. Well, the problem is that insurance in Florida has started to become so expensive and so risky that a ton of insurance companies have actually left Florida. So with them leaving Florida, they started making the ones that are still here start charging ridiculous prices and making the prices of insurance for condos go up crazy amounts. And the problem is that a lot of people who have ended up moving here to retire or bought a condo, just for their pleasure or whatever, their jobs or their streams of income have not increased enough to where they can afford to pay insurance. Now, the second thing is that most condos have an HOA, and basically it's a housing assessment, a housing authority. Basically, there's people who you pay monthly or yearly fee to pretty much service the area around your condo, whether it's, cutting the grass, getting the roofs replaced. You just have to look at your HOA agreement and see what they actually cover. But a long time ago, I say like about 2 or 3 years ago, there was a huge condo collapse in Miami, Florida, if I remember correctly, and that particular condo complex did not have a certain amount of reserves in place to cover the damages that happened when that complex collapsed. Well, why am I bringing this up now? So recently, there's been an act that's been put into place to where condo associations have to have a certain amount of reserves in order to even stay open and keep business running. So how does that affect people who actually own the condos? Well, most people's condos payments in Florida have increased at least minimum $900. And why is that a problem? Most people who bought condos and within the past couple of years, their job has not increased their pay. In fact, prices in America have increased since the pandemic over 50%. The jobs have only increased only 18%. So a lot of people's HOA fees and insurance fees is pretty much, if not close to what their mortgage payment is nearly doubled what their mortgage payment is. So a lot of people are stuck in a position to where they're probably going to end up defaulting on their mortgages. And a lot with this becoming a huge issue, a lot of people can't even sell their condos right now because a lot of people are being made aware of this particular situation. So if I were you and you in your best bet, if you're not, ultimately rich, have money to spend and blow on buying a condo, do not buy a condo in Florida. And this is definitely not financial advice, but this is definitely real estate opinion-based advice from a professional realtor who has been in the game for a couple of years. Now, if you can afford it, you know, to buy a condo and it can afford your HOA fees, I say go for it. But for the average person, this is definitely not the time to purchase a condo. And a lot of people right now who are trying to sell condos are actually struggling. There are some counties in Florida to where it's like over 6,000 condos just sitting because nobody wants to touch them or buy them because, one, people can't afford to purchase them, and two, if they can't afford to purchase them, they can't afford the HOA fees and how much it's going to cost for flood insurance. So this is why I recommend that a lot of average people who, if you're already struggling to pay your rent payment, you definitely should not go out and seeing about buying any type of real estate this year, because prices are at an all-time high, interest rates are at an all-time high, and if your income is not matching, you know, inflation, it's going to be very hard for you to survive and not default on your particular mortgage that you do get. So let me know how you guys like this video and like my opinion. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.